Next is the designated hitter, Oil Can Patrick. Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run. Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Here's a high chopper. Throw to first. Out! What a play! Out on a bang-bang play, but it was close. Runner at first with one gone. Patrick now at the plate, 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swings and sends a laser to right. 2 away. On to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in, Oil Can Patrick. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Coming up to the dish now for Midland, Oil Can Patrick. Late swing, fouled it off. 2 outs, bases empty. This one is labeled. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And you might catch him looking a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse. Now stepping to the plate for Midland, Oil Can Patrick. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run.
Hey, it's your turn. Drive him in.
Grounder might be 2. Safe.
Safe. Safe.
Second and third here, 1 away.
No one better
Patrick,
right now,
0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice the first time. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1. A swing and a miss. Chases way out of the zone.
No ball, 2
way
strikes.
too jumpy early in this AB. That's how you put yourself in a hole. Now a flare off the bat. Pulls it in, 2 away. I'm sure he's disappointed after he didn't get the hit on that line out, but that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that, I bet it works out better. To the right side, handles. There with plenty of time, inning over. So no runs. Top of the 6th, stepping in for the Rockhounds, Oil Can Patrick. Hacks and misses, got a chase swing.
0-1.
Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Just a weak fly ball this time. Racing over to make the catch. 1 out and the bases are empty. Next to hit, Marcus Smith. Grounds this one up the middle. Patrick. Throw to first in time. Here's the second baseman, Oil Can Patrick.
No one better. Clutch up right here, kid.
Swing and a miss, just waving at that one. He's
0-1's the
clearly
count.
willing to swing at that pitch low in the zone. The pitcher has to notice that. If he does, he's got a better shot at inducing the double play. The go-ahead run aboard at first with nobody out. Backed off the plate that time.
2 strikes.
That'll back him up a bit. Gets a piece, stays alive. And 1 and 2. And a base hit right there. Throw holds the runner at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Ready for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Alejandro Osuna. Line drive, base hit. And now the potential winning run is on base. Seeing the ball very well in this game. Nice line. Next to hit for the Rough Riders, Marcus Smith. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Right side. And there's a hit. Coming around third. Here comes the throw. And the Rough Riders walk it off. They win it 3-2. Oil Can Patrick, the top prospect in the league, is ready to go. All eyes on the rising star today. So up next, Oil Can Patrick.
Oil Can Patrick.
That's a hit. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. No time wasted here. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Liner caught at second. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Acrobatic throw for one. Throw to first, but not in time. That inside fastball was so well placed, and the late life earned the weak contact for the ground out. 1 out and 2 on. Oil Can Patrick, the next to hit. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. To third, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1, and that's 2. Alejandro Osuna will hit next. Here's the 1-2 offering. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. Out number 2. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. So 2 on and 2 out. Oil Can Patrick getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Hard hit to right center. Osuna heading towards it. And that retires the side. And now the shortstop, Jonathan Ornelas. 0-1 now. Up the middle. And a base hit right there. Headed for the plate. 1 run comes in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. 1 out and 2 on. Alejandro Osuna digs in now. On the ground, left side, 6. The flip. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's the second baseman, Jax Biggers. On the ground, right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 9 batters come to the plate, 4 score. Here's the second baseman, Oil Can Patrick. 1 for 3. Up the middle, collects. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time after this one. He may feel like... Oil Can Patrick with a remarkable... So 2 down. Oil Can Patrick, the next to hit.
Patrick.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So digging in, oil can Patrick. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play. Foul ball there. We're here in the top half of the third. First and second, no outs. Fouled off, he was late. (0-2) rocks and fires. Upstairs,
Ball, that pitch is up.
he was hoping to deliver a shutdown inning, but off to a shaky start here. Slice to right. Dives, but it's off the glove. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. That's a swing every hitting coach and scout loves to see. Just a shot into the gap the other way. Hitters who can do that consistently usually have a ton of success. With the bases full, they've got a shot at breaking this thing wide open. After tying him up like that, this pitcher is in control. Out to center. Strom should have this one. 2 away now. Runner at second, 1 away. And now the DH, oil can Patrick. 1 for 3. This one in the air to right. And it drops in. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out. Coming up to the dish now for Midland, oil can Patrick. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1 offering.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Here's a grounder up the middle. Play made. That ends the inning. So 1 hit. Man on at first. Next up, the designated hitter, oil can Patrick. Swing and a drive. Is this one gonna go? Up against the wall and brings it in. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win. Oil can Patrick, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase. Next is the designated hitter, oil can Patrick. Next pitch popped foul, this one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. The 0-1. That's to third, Rodriguez. And there's 1 down.
Out.
Nice late-breaking slider there. Hitter was out in front, and that's a recipe for a weak grounder like you just saw. Now a chance for Kellen Strom, the second baseman. Gets there under it, but it's the pitcher that makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And now the center fielder, Alejandro Osuna. Didn't play in last night's game, had a little breather. He swings and fouls 1 off. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Home first moving quickly tonight, 2 away. Stepping to the plate now for Frisco, Keibert Rodriguez. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Hits in each of the last 6 games. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. He's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that breaks out of the zone to draw a swing. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side.
That's mine.
And that'll do it. No runs, no hits. 2 outs and a runner at first. Oil Can Patrick will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom half of inning number 2. And now the right fielder, Marcus Smith. That one fouled off. The 0-1. That clips the corner. That slider really locked the hitter up. Nice job on the mound to tunnel it well and make the decision hard.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, 1 away on the strikeout.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
So up next, Glader Figueroa.
Hey!
1 out and the base is empty. Out to short. Picks it up. On the run, sends it over to first. And they get the out. With that kind of downward action on the slider, you're going to get a lot of grounders just like that. Hard to lift it.
Nope, that's a ball.
Coming up next to the dish for Frisco, Blaine
1-0.
Krim. And the 1-1. Just
Oh, that
missed.
pitch is out.
Next pitch, in for a strike. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one.
One.
Hard on the ground to first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him. All set for the bottom of the third. Digging in for the Rough Riders, Aaron Zavala. That one finds the zone. Fly ball out to left field. Trinkle moving under it. 1 up, 1 down. Next to hit for the Rough Riders, Tucker Barnhart. Doing a fine job at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. That pitch in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Here's a grounder right side. Takes it to first for the out. And here at the plate, Jax Biggers. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. The left-handed batter waits.
Ball.
And the count 1-2. Swings through it for the strikeout. Nice job out there as he gets them. 1 away, runners at first and third. And now the DH, Oil Can Patrick.
Right here.
That's a base hit. Run scores. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the 3rd time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. Strom takes a ball standing in for the 2nd time. Next one's fouled back. Swing and a miss. Nice job to work both sides of the plate. He's got this hitter inside conscious now. Now the 1-2 pitch. Here's a fly to left. Trinkle. 1 down. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1 ball.
The Rough Riders
2 strikes.
still in search of their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 up, 2 down. Coming up next to the dish for Frisco, Keber Rodriguez. First time up was a pop-out. Rodriguez measures 5'10", 24 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. And now 1-2. 3 straight fastballs
One
to
ball,
start this at bat.
2 strikes.
I'd expect him to go off speed here to change the pace.
Nope,
That
outside.
just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. That
Three
one
and two.
not close. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this. Bottom of the 5th here in Frisco. Now up, Marcus Smith.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a miss. Looks like he might be willing to chase
1-1.
up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Battling here, fouls it away. Line drive, and it's caught. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Ground ball to third, boots it. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. Now, Blaine Krim, 0 for 1, grounded out to first the last time. 2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the 5th. Top of the zone for a called strike. What a job to stifle this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching. In the air to center.
I got it, you got it.
Makes the catch, and that'll do it.
Inside. Ball.
Fly ball to right. Great effort, but it falls. Tucker Barnhart now at the plate. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Ball 1
Ball.
there.
That's high.
And the count 1-2. Liner to right. Settles under it and makes the catch. There's 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jax Biggers. Went down on strikes
Nope.
the first time
Ball 1.
through.
One ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. The slider has been great for him tonight, and he's got these hitters all twisted up with it. On a line for a base hit. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. Back to the top of the order here. Kellen Strong digs in now.
0-1's the count.
0-1, here's the pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Foul ball, still 0-2. It's
1
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Alejandro Osuna, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
0-1.
The Rough Riders with the tying run at the dish. Swing and a miss. And that ends. Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Walter Pennington. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Grounds it to short. Whips it to first in time. And there's 1 away. So they turn things over to the righty, Stevie Emanuels. He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill. Not a big strikeout pitcher, though. Patrick,
Ball
the
1.
next to hit, takes ball 1. Hernandez takes his lead at first with nobody out. Rips one to right. One away. Patrick threw 6 shutout innings and fanned 7. Team effort here, and it started with what he was able to. Oil can Patrick is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. And the batter will be the shortstop, Chase Jaworski. On the ground, right side. And plenty of time to first. One gone, runner at first. Patrick will hit next.
Keep it going.
Swing, soft line drive. Nice stop. To second for one, way too high. Reaches second with one away. They're off to a sluggish start this season, and with defensive efforts like that, it's not hard to see why. Gotta tighten things up if they want to be in the win column more frequently. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Late swing fouled it off. Runner on base to start the inning. Good two-strike approach, just focusing on putting the ball in play. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Out to center. Puts it away. There's one down. Two outs and a runner at first. Oil can Patrick, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
Patrick.
Oh, and 1.
Strike 2. I'm sure he wanted a fastball there, but you can't be swinging at ones that are that high. Might be time to tighten it up. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. And he goes down on strikes. That is out number 3. One runner left. Runner at second, one away. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Brian Lavastida. At the belt, kicks and delivers.
One.
Right back to him on the mound. And there are 2 outs. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Cam Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, safe. And now the tying run is into scoring position. That's a big stolen base. Those 90 feet could be very consequential in a tight game like this.
The second baseman, oil can. Patrick.
Fouled off down the right side. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. Comes up empty, strike 2. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Got the batter swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Even if they did come out on top, Oil Can Patrick, the top prospect. Now it's the second baseman, Oil Can Patrick, tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. That one fouled off.
That's outside.
To the right side, over to pick it up. And there's 2 away. 2 away and a runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Oil Can Patrick, 0 for 1. Up the middle, handles the chance. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. On that one, if he gets the throw off to first just a little quicker, they probably get the out. Tough break. Next up for the Rockhounds, Oil Can Patrick, 1 for 2. Patrick goes 6 feet 3 inches, 190 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2024. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Pascanel Ferreras getting ready to hit. On the ground, right side. There with plenty of time, inning over. So 1 hit is all they... 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. Now stepping to the plate for Midland, Oil Can Patrick. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked pretty off balance that time. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Fly ball, right field. Baez. That ends the inning and limits the damage. So up next, Cam Smith. And the tying run's at the plate. Grounder up the middle. The flip to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win. So digging in, Luis Baez. And the 1-1. Right side. Play made.
Got
That
him.
ends the inning. A couple of hits. One out, runner at second base. Coming up to the dish now for Midland, Oil Can Patrick. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1 offering.
Ball one.
Way high
Two
with
balls,
that one.
one strike.
And that's ball two. One out with a runner at second. That
That's a ball.
just missed. Tough spot for him on the mound. He can't just lob it in there with a good hitter like this at the dish.
Yeah, you got it. Nice job.
And a base hit right there. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline and the run scores. 1-0. Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock.
0-1's the count.
Tough spot for the pitcher, but that's how you want to attack it, by getting ahead early and putting the pressure on the hitter. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Slider ran away for strike three there. One gone and a runner on at first. Digging in, Oil Can Patrick. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up.
Ball, that's
That's
in.
smart pitching against a hitter who uses the whole field. If he can't extend his arms, it's hard for him to hit the other way. Ground ball, left side, could be 2. To second for 1, and that's 2. So 2 down. Patrick digs in now, 1 for 3.
Oh, you jabbed that one there, boy.
That's a base hit. No question, he came up ready to hit. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Patrick now at the plate and swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Pitcher blew that by him at the plate, and I'm sure he's smiling after that. If the hitter's laying low, though, it could get interesting later in the
Two
AB.
strikes.
The Rockhounds down to their last strike.
One
That
ball,
misses.
2
And that's
strikes.
ball 1. Gets a piece, stays alive. One, 2 now. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. That's off
a
the
ball.
mark, and it's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grounder to short. Picks it up. And that'll do it. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad. So 2 down. And now the DH, Oil Can Patrick. Drove in their only run in last night's game.
Get up, ball.
Liner
Get
to
up,
center. Snags it on the run. Next to hit, Oil Can Patrick. 1 run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game. They're in plenty of time, ends the inning. So 2 down. Next up for the Rockhounds, Oil Can Patrick. Well, the rain's still a factor here, and the umpires may have their hand forced sooner than later. At a certain point, it becomes a question of player safety. Here comes the 1-0. Out in front and foul to the left side. Here comes the 1-1. And that one fouled off. After 2 straight changeups, it's not terribly likely that we'll get a third in a row here. Swing and a miss. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2. Man on at first. Stepping in for the Rockhounds, Oil Can Patrick. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Tough to do damage on pitches that far out of the zone.
Nice rip,
Line, and that's a base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. That swing tells you a lot about his hitting ability. Good, repeatable mechanics at the plate and great hand-eye coordination as he puts that one down. Oil Can Patrick. We're almost ready to get this one going. Our starter in this one, Oil Can Patrick. We're well into the season. With the success he's having on the hill, his odds of advancing look quite good. Now at the dish, Jesus Bastidas. And that's how this game gets started. This one popped up. And there's one down. Next up for the Hooks, Logan Cerny. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. A little too slow on that heater. He might have been expecting something off speed.
I got a ball.
1 out and the base is empty. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. Great time to go to the slider. He was clearly sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. Got the strikeout looking. That's 2 quick outs here in the top of the first tonight. And now, Cam Smith. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Foul ball there. Smith goes 6 feet 3 inches, 22 years old, a former first rounder in 2024.
Outside.
Nice job to spot slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch. 2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. In time, inning over on the strikeout. Offense held in check. Next is the designated hitter, Oil Can Patrick. On fire at the dish lately, working on an 8-game hitting streak. Swing and a foul back, that's out of play. Like others before him, he dominated both sides of the game in the amateur ranks. As always, the question for a two-way player is whether that prowess will translate to the professional level. The fastball's working, and I'd expect a steady diet of heaters until they show they can hit it. On the ground to third, Smith. There with plenty of time, inning over. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. If you're ready to build your dream home with a moat and a whispering gallery, call AC Hines Architecture. If you don't want those things, call someone else. Top half of the second from Midland.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Soft contact in the air, makes the catch, 1 down. Brian Lavastida now at the plate.
Hey!
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Twice now he's let a high strike go by, and the pitcher's gotten ahead 0-2. Now I think he climbs the ladder. And now it's going to be Austin Deming.
Hey!
2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the top of the second. Line drive. That's a base hit. Digging in for the hooks, Luis Baez. 0 for 4 in the win last night. Next one's popped in the air into right. Hauls it in on the run. They leave 1 runner. We move on to the 3rd inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jaron Williams.
0-1's the count. 0-1.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. 1 away on the strikeout. Luis Encarnacion will hit next. Didn't play in the day game yesterday. Should be fresh for this one. And he delivers.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. He's been working the whole zone well, but that high fastball really stands out because of how well he's placing it. The hitters have their work cut out for them. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Jesus Bastidas. First time up was a pop-out. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Once again, he's ahead 0-2 and got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Nice job out there. Top of the 4th inning with the hooks at the dish. Cerny, 25 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2021.
Ball 1.
Right through there for a strike. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. So up next, Cam Smith. 0 for 1 so far. Both the pitcher and catcher have noticed how aggressive these hitters have been early in the count. Might see if they can get them to chase. The hooks, trailing by 1. Top half of the 4th. Got it. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Zach Cole. 0 for 1.
0-1's the count.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. And goes down on strikes. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him. Bases empty, 1 away. Stepping in, Oil Can Patrick. First time up, grounded to 3rd. That's towards center. Cole on the move. Takes it in for the out. We're in the top half of the 5th. And here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings and misses. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. Digging in for the hooks, Austin Deming. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Up and in, 1-0. It's clear he's trying to own the inside part of the plate with 2 straight fastballs inside. We'll see if he goes away or comes back inside. 1 out and the base is empty. Chases a high fastball there.
2-2 the count.
Struck out swinging. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th. Next up for the hooks, Luis Baez. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Late swing fouled it off. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. Got it. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rockhounds lead it 1-0. Top of the 6th, coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Jaron Williams. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's too high.
Here's a fly to left. Bolte. One up, one down.
The left fielder on the plate, Luis.
Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Luis Encarnacion. Struck out swinging in the first AB. The Rockhounds leading by 1, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Yeah.
Comes up empty, strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Couldn't hold back, rung up on strikes. 2 away. Back to the top of the order here. And here at the plate, Jesus Bastidas.
Nope.
3-pitch
Ball 1.
strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do
1-0.
better this time. That one in for a strike. And the count even 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty.